In Project Nashville, you have seen the cranes all over our beautiful downtown. And we have all seen story after story about the new development.
But one thing our first responders and our teachers did not see is the raise they were promised so they can continue to afford to live in the IT city. And that brings us to the broken promises of prosperity. How we got here and what happens next in tonight's Project Nashville.
In a city grabbing headlines all the time.
What do you need here at the bottom?
Dana Reeve-Snyder.
What else do you need to finish the sentence off?
Miss Dana to her students feels forgotten.
It was like they weren't concerned about us.
So you add that part in.
5 days a week, you'll find her here at Tulip Grove.
Where I are.
Pouring her heart and soul into these kids.
I really love what I do.
Put your closing.
She's one of about 9,000 who make up the backbone of the IT city who didn't get a promised bump in pay.
The people who run the city were just dismissed.
Metro approved the raise, then suddenly decided we couldn't afford it.
The largest economic boom in our history.
Right.
What does it say to you?
It says that there are higher priorities than the children of Nashville.
Low pay directly correlates to low morale.
So this year, Miss Dana,
Low salaries give little reason for teachers to stay in a stressful job.
is going to the board meetings, not taking this again sitting down. Workers have even presented an invoice to Metro Council for $18 million in back pay.
It's hard because I love what I do so much, but I feel like I don't make enough to make it on my own.
For perspective, Miss Dana's a product of Metro schools.
We all grew up here.
She even helped make her high school bowling team state champs twice.
My highest game was 251.
The word I is always what?
The Hermitage school she's at now, 5 minutes from where she grew up. She never left. She didn't want to.
Yeah, I went to the groundbreaking for Bridgestone Arena, and I remember when it was really small like that.
I warned us and I said, none of the numbers are making sense.
Miss Dana's councilman, Steve Glover, calls this issue of unfunded raises funny math.
I'm not talking about physics. I'm not talking about algebra. I'm not talking about geometry. I'm talking about third grade math. You can't take $72 million or $70+ million out of your savings account to run the budget for this year and then next year not have a plan to replenish that money.
And that's exactly what happened. Metro borrowed to pay for big projects and to lure big companies until it couldn't borrow anymore and couldn't afford Miss Dana's raise.
Just to get that extra money for the fun things or, the blueberries instead of bananas or something.
Blueberries versus bananas. Miss Dana's reset her priorities and thinks Metro government should too.
You can catch Project Nashville each Wednesday at 9 o'clock here on Fox 17 News as we analyze how our city is handling and managing Nashville's historic growth. If you have some ideas, please write us at fox17.com under the Project Nashville tab or call our tip line 615-259-5631.